Back at it. Have been on for a couple weeks. Traveling, a little bit under the weather. A lot of things going on, but we're gonna be on every night we can going forward. I promise you that. I'm gonna have a lot of guests on. I'm gonna get Glenn back on as we get closer to the big game. And speaking of the big game, let's quickly go over yesterday's championship games as the first game that saw the Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Baltimore Ravens 17-10 was as much about the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson, again, coming up short in the playoffs. Another number one seed, MVP, the expected MVP, Lamar Jackson, just did not have a good game, did not really get off passing wise, didn't really break many big runs out there. And Mahomes and the Chiefs, you got to give them credit for shutting down the Ravens on Sunday. And Mahomes just made a couple plays, and Mr. Kelsey, gets in there at 12 catches. He breaks the all-time playoff receptions record of Jerry Rice, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl for the fourth time in 5 years, looking for the third. And let's be honest, should they win, and they're as of right now, they're a 1 point underdog to the San Francisco 49ers. Should they win, you have to start talking about Andy Reid be one. I mean, he already is one of the best coaches, but I don't care that Belichick has the 6 Super Bowls, and this would be Reid's third. But look at the longevity, even without the big time quarterback, which he has in Mahomes now. But the 5 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb, and Belichick hasn't been close without Tom Brady. So I don't know, Andy Reid, you got to start mentioning him. If you think Belichick is the best coach of all time, Andy Reid is not far behind, especially if he wins in 2 weeks in Las Vegas, and what should be a dandy Super Bowl game where, it's only a 1 point spread. And they will face the San Francisco 49ers, who came back after Dan Campbell blew the game. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Yes, I know players make plays and this, that, ever. The total momentum of that game changed when that fourth down, which he should have kicked the field goal, you go up 27-7. And then, I'm not going to say the game's over because obviously San Francisco did make a lot of plays to get back in the game and eventually win the game by 10 points. But then again, he went for it again, make it a 7 point game. You had all 3 timeouts left. You stop them. Granted, you might get the ball back with 35, 40 seconds, but you have to give your team a chance to win. And I just hate sports, what it's become to, in the sense that you look at baseball, it's all analytic driven. You got this, all analytic driven. These I don't know who created these the analytics, and this is what the stats say. Sometimes some old school thinking is the best way. I know all these games have evolved. Basketball, we're shooting 50, 63 pointers a game. You shoot enough threes, it's going to equal, you make enough, it's going to equal amount of 2 point baskets. Dan Campbell, you have a team, just punt the ball away. You have a good defense. You were shutting Purdy down. You're up 17 points, and then you just let the snowball effect. I mean, the game just snowballed on that catch that Ayuk made off the defender's helmet. Just Brock Purdy looking like Lamar Jackson should have looked like in the first game. But I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm an old school kind of thinker. I grew up watching. Sometimes if I'm not saying they had enough points, but just to keep the game going. They always talk about playing above the sticks. They got all this new lingo on schedule. Well, keep the game on schedule. Punt, take these teams back, or you kick a field goal, try to go 27-7, and you're in control of the game. But apparently they weren't. Dan Campbell had a hell of a year. We'll see what the Detroit Lions need. They desperately need defensive backs. I mean, they're going to be whatever money they have in free agency and whatever money and whatever draft capital. There's 3 or 4 really good corners that are going to be available in the draft, and we're going to talk a lot of draft between now and the end of April. So you're going to hear the names like Cooper DeJean and Kool-Aid McKinstry and guys like that. These are guys that the Detroit Lions better be looking at because their defensive backfield, especially the cornerback position, is completely shot. I think one of the most important things of Super Bowl week will be will Taylor make it? And I'm not talking about any player. You know damn well who I'm talking about. So I'm just let me just see here. I got the thing. Taylor Swift has a concert in Tokyo, Japan, the night before Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Uh, I figured, I think she makes it to Vegas with 3 or 4 hours to spare. If she gets out of Tokyo on time and there's no delays, Taylor Swift will be at the Super Bowl. It's so weird. She got a bunch of dates, and then she has nothing from that February 10th. I guess the date is that Saturday till like March. So she knew this, and she made these dates long before she got with Travis. So. Well, she must have foreshadowed something in there. So we'll see if Taylor Swift makes the Super Bowl on February the 11th. So I do got some basketball plays tonight. Let me go find. Let me pull them up. Here we go. Tonight's basketball plays, and let me switch cameras there. We'll go with the Sacramento Kings -8. I think that may be like 10 now. The Minnesota Timberwolves get 2.5 against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we'll take the Dallas Mavericks -5 tonight. So hope everyone's cashing. I'm not trashing them. Again, I'm going to be on here every day going forward talking sports. Some I'm going to be short like this. Some I'm going to be long form. I'm working on some interviews. We're going to have a lot of sports guests, and you can follow me at the places you see down below here. Abramsports.com on Twitter. We have a new Twitter handle. Twitter is really messing with me, or X, or whatever the heck it's called. So, Elon Musk, if you're out there, shoot me a DM. I got some bones to pick with you. So, hit me up on those. I'll answer questions. And we got abramsports.com is the new sports website that I'm going to be. I mean, it's up, but we're not really launching it yet. So we will talk to everyone tomorrow. Hope everyone is cashing them, not traps tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow.